Breaking news.
Breaking news.
The Jets have fired Robert Saleh after 5 weeks of play. That's crazy.
Are you surprised? Is a real question.
Here's my response to that.
Okay.
Am I surprised? No.
No.
About him being fired.
Okay.
I am surprised about them doing it in week 5. That's kind of wild to me.
2-3. Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, you have a talented
But keep in
team.
mind, last year, after week 5, they were 2-3.
Yeah.
This year, they've scored 93 points.
Yeah.
Last year, at this point of the season, they also scored 93 points.
But see, they also gave him I feel like last year they gave him a little bit of leeway because Aaron Rodgers got hurt so early. But I'm not surprised at him I think we talked about him being let go when we were doing our reviews, right? Earlier in the season. Am I surprised at all about him being let go like you? No. Now the timing
is where I'm like, dang,
is more so. I actually literally just last night text. I was talking to Little and Major, and I was like, yeah, if Robert Saleh is not fired by the end of this season, the Jets are tripping. I woke up this morning, the man is gone. The man is gone.
I was actually watching First Take, and it was breaking news in the middle of one of Shannon Sharp's soliloquies.
Whew.
That big country nigga was finna go on and on if they didn't stop him either. Hey, shout out to Molly.
she
I gotta cut you off real quick, Shannon.
Had to cut him off. And you know, the biggest thing I think with that particular situation is, as amazing as you are as a defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, that don't mean that you're gonna make a great head coach.
No, that's
head
a fact.
coaching is not positional. Head coaching is, you're the CEO of a ship, right?
An entire program.
You have to make he showed you so many different times when he had Zach Wilson manning the ship for him that, man, even some of the stuff that he said this year with Aaron Rodgers, it's like, bro, do you want your job?
I think he did a terrible job handling like the media and the way that they threw questions at him.
Absolutely.
Certain things you got to keep in the house. Everybody's aware of that.
Yeah.
But there's also a way of telling the truth without telling all your business.
Absolutely.
And I don't think he could like really grasp that. So
yeah. So I mean,
he ain't never been a player.
he'll definitely get another shot as a defensive coordinator. He should be picked up.
He'll have a job next season
at the end of the season for sure. Now head coaching, it's gonna take a minute. But you got any other thoughts, my brother, before we get into the show?
No, I don't think that. I think the firing was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked that it happened so soon, bro.
You want to know my thought?
Nah.
Nah.
Go Dodgers though.
Go Yankees.
To another episode, my boy.
Absolutely, bro.
Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, I need all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet. By me.
Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 6 of season 3 of the Dawg Money Podcast. Don't say it a third time.
I can't say that.
I'm about Money Marv, aka the Magnanimous. I'm sitting here with my boy Big Chubbs. We got Man Drew, aka Drew Shiesty on the ones and twos.
Some high quality H2O.
What it do, fellas?
Ocean. Ocean.
Meet me by the water where it's wet.
What's going on, brother? How was your weekend?
Man, it was pretty good, man. Actually, how was your past 2 weeks?
I forgot about that. Yes,
yeah, we took
past
a week
2
off.
weeks.
We took a week off.
So how was your past 2 weeks? Because I asked you the question first.
Oh, did my thing playing Keno.
Yeah.
Had a good time with the family and friends.
Okay.
Gave all of it back to the Keno machine.
Okay. Okay.
Some of it, not all of it.
Okay.
Outside of that, I got to hear a good sermon last week.
Okay.
Talking about unpacking, and it was very, very, it touched me in a certain type of way. And I definitely wanted to take it back and share it with a lot of my friends, because that was a great message from the Pastor Chubbs over here.
Hey, man.
The doctor.
No.
Dr. Chubbs.
No. One day.
That was a good sermon, my boy.
For sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That we had, I think they got it leaked on YouTube too. Yeah, y'all don't know. I'm blessed with that gift for sure. That's a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as myself, last 2 weeks, been locked in, was getting ready for the message. But also, my Cameron and Zoe, both playing baseball.
Game started.
Game started. Zoe's first sport year or sport ever. She's still 3, but we had to sign her up as 4 so she can get active.
Both got game balls already, right?
No, Cameron didn't. And Cameron actually is playing with his godbrother, Jackson. So shout out to that. That's so dope to me that they get to push each other. So Cameron, real quick story. Cameron was first game smacking the ball, dog. When I say out to the fence, it was out there, right? Jackson out here making plays on defense, right? Cameron came out. Oh yeah, Dad, I think I'm about to get the game ball today. And then Jackson was like, yeah. I love how they feed off of each other. Jackson goes out there, catches a pop fly, and get 2 people out, right? Cameron comes out. Man, I was out here smacking, but you caught that ball. I thought I was going to get the game ball, but I think you got it with that catch.
Did he get it?
He did.
Yeah,
He did. And then Zoe got her first game ball this past Saturday. She was out there balling. We'll have to put some video up on her.
I need to see it. I'm mad I didn't make it.
She is so funny. Playing T-ball is like probably one of the wildest sports that you can ever see. T-ball with tiny 3-year and 4-year-olds.
Right.
Is the wildest sport that you're going to ever see.
Do y'all remember playing T-ball?
No.
I do.
I remember actually playing, but I don't have no stories to tell. But I do remember, and I miss it, but like at some point I stopped missing it.
You got
I
pictures?
miss when the coaches would pitch to us.
Oh yeah, coach pitch. That's where Cameron at.
You still got pictures?
Yeah, I still got them.
All right, let's post our pictures.
Nah.
Yeah, let's do
Nah.
it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I miss going from that stage and then jumping up to where we was pitching ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I actually pitched a no-hitter and didn't even know what it was.
Hey.
Didn't realize that was a thing.
That's why your daddy was trying to keep you in baseball.
Yeah, he was. But like I told you why I quit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I said I might as well play football.
Yeah. Now I don't
So I
want
can
my
hit
kids.
him.
We got through it.
Yeah.
We got through. Hey, do you want to start with the injuries? Let's get it out the way.
Let's knock it out, man.
Okay, let's go through the injuries real quick. CMC obviously still out. Honestly, do you expect him to come back at this point?
For what I've been hearing, I don't think he'll make it or come back for the season, regular season.
Right?
But if he's healthy enough to play in the playoffs, I don't see them not putting him in there if they make the playoffs.
Because it's looking real spotty
It's looking
right
a little
now.
iffy, bro. That loss to the Cardinals was tough.
That was tough.
It was unexpected and very, very tough. I know it killed a lot of tickets. I know it did.
Absolutely. Well, not. Well, I didn't really get a chance to really get into action this Saturday.
I know a lot of bettors bet on the +7.5.
Yeah,
I was one
I
of them.
did.
But to see them go out there and lose was unexpected. I did expect the Cardinals to make a game out of it, though.
And so I guess that kind of leads you up into what will they look like this week. But we're gonna get into that, and that game is kicking off on Thursday. Yeah. So
I do have one question about the Niners.
Yes.
How important do you think that CMC really is to that offense?
Obviously, he's everything.
Yeah, that's what it's starting to look like. Because, bro, we haven't said nothing good about Brock Purdy all season.
Because they have figured. This is what you know. This is what you know.
It's just proven everything we ever said.
This is what you know, and this is what we have said time and time again, is that your job first, when CMC is in the game and healthy, is to stop CMC, right? You can't stop him, so you try to shut him down.
Right.
If he is not on the field, that takes away that scare, right?
Yeah.
So what do?
Then you see less people in the box.
I lock in on the quarterback and let you beat me. And will you beat me? No. It's looking like a no, right?
I think this might be the first decent game that Brandon Ayuk had. We'll actually get into it a little later. Let's get to the rest of these injuries,
absolutely.
though.
Derek Carr, oblique.
Yep.
Nico Collins, hammy. Please don't let that hammy be bad, because I need him for this guillotine league. I need him this week.
Bro, there's a lot of folks that's missing in this league.
Man,
Hey.
I'm not even going to lie to you, though.
Hey, how you feel?
Guillotine league.
You like the league?
This is probably my favorite league, because any given week, like, you literally could be on in the standings, the last person standing wise.
That was
because
you.
You didn't win.
It was you.
It is me now. But
Oh, damn, it is.
yeah, but
Watch how you bounce back again, though.
I mean, technically, I think there was somebody just below me this week.
I just know
By
that
like a point.
I'm fourth from the bottom this week.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
But
in
last
the
week, I
standings,
was top dog.
in the standings overall. I'm 1-3 technically, right?
Well, you got to keep in mind, though, with this league,
It's no head
there's
up.
no head-to-head matchups.
And that's
'cause
what
technically I'm 4-1.
And that's what I love. It's crazy because every single week, you just like, yo, I just got to survive.
Yeah, my motive is like beat the guy I matched up with.
Yeah.
Even though it's no head-to-head matchups.
Yeah.
If I know I beat him, I'm not
I'm
at
safe.
the bottom.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't even look at nobody else
like, I'm
until
safe.
it's all over with.
Yeah, I've been teetering on the edge of I'm out of here for the last 3
Since
weeks.
we're here, before we finish, we got to give a shout out to Sir Groceries, aka Mr. Nels. That boy gave up a whole lot of his budget to CD Lamb.
Woo,
What'd he do for him? Nothing.
nothing. I know he was sick.
He actually
How much
was
did he spend on that? I didn't.
$688 from his $1,000 budget.
Woo.
But you know what, Nels? I love you, bro, but I don't think you're gonna be in the league much longer, my boy.
Back to the injuries because he gonna be injured after hearing that himself. Ramondre Stevenson.
We love you, Nels.
Leg. Aaron Rodgers ankle. Josh Allen might be the biggest controversy right now as far as injury go.
Yeah, him and
with
Nico.
that possible concussion. You know, do you think that they will hear? I'm pretty sure. Like he took a hit. I don't know if you've seen the video.
I saw it.
He took a hit and was out. And for you to put him back out there, number one, I mean, I know you need the win. You definitely need the win.
Yeah.
But for you to put him back out there, like you see what happened to Tua
Yeah.
in your same division,
Yeah.
and you put this guy out there to risk his future. It's
And they
crazy.
play Monday night, right?
Monday night. Yes.
Yeah, so they
You-
got that extra day to kind of figure it out. But
You have to protect players from themselves sometimes.
Josh Allen is one of those people that you really do have to protect from himself.
And I'm gonna give you a really quick on that.
He put himself in danger so much.
Yeah, really quick on that. Like, I had to tell this past weekend, right? So Cameron, I don't know, he's been having a little bit of weird episodes the last few days. But Saturday, he didn't finish the game because I think he was like having like heat exhaustion, right? So,
Heat exhaustion in October is crazy, but go ahead.
man, it was blazing hot on Saturday on that grass and that dirt.
It was 105 that day.
And Zoe had a game first, so he was already hot. And when it came to his game, he was out there running. He hit the ball, hit it great. And he was sitting there like holding his chest a little bit. I was like, what's wrong with you? You all right? He's like, yeah, I'm all right. Went through, ran through, came back to the bench. I'm like, you cool? You need to sit down. What are you feeling? He's a kid, but even then, he's an athlete and he wants to be out there playing.
Right.
So he's like, no, I feel bad, but I want to play. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch you. So I let him sit down for that series. Let him go back out there just to hit again and see how he do. Once he came out, I said, yeah, you're done, dog. Sit down because you don't look good. You know what I mean? And we got the ice on him, and that's really what you have to do, even in the NFL. You have to sit these players down because the season is long, number one, and nothing is more important than your health.
Exactly.
Number two, like at the end of the day, a game is going to be a game and somebody can replace you at any second. But
Just like work.
exactly work. Can't nobody replace your life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So for them to kind of neglect that side of the everything with him, shame on them for that. You know what I'm saying?
Dolphins did it first.
Dolphins definitely did it first, and it's not looking good.
But since we're here, I do like the steps that they've taken with Tua this season.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let that man really get healthy. Let him make a decision.
Let him make a decision because it's necessary.
It's necessary.
It's necessary.
So they put him on IR, right? Tua?
4 weeks. I think they have a bye week.
Because it happened in week, 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has to be out for 4 weeks for sure.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So, and last I heard is that he's consulting someone speaking about, hey, should I keep going? What is it looking like? And, you know, nobody wants to see their lifelong dream end that way.
That way, yeah.
You know what I mean? But, you know, if
You
it's
think he'll
going to...
play?
I think he will. I think he will.
I think so, too.
I think he's more stubborn, and I think he will. Like, do I think he should? No. I mean, I'm sure in his contract, he's taken care of regardless. You know what I'm saying?
At least $90 million from that contract
Yeah.
is guaranteed to him if he don't play no more today.
You know what I mean? Like, that you have to look at as, because that's the ultimate goal, is taking care of your family.
Mm-hmm.
Man, take care of your family.
Right.
The game is a game. Yes, we love it. You miss it. I miss it. Hate that I got. Hate that I ended. Get to coaching.
Coaching.
And that's exactly what he can do. But we outside of the injury news. Go to the bum of the week.
I don't think it's hard to figure out who the bum of the week is. I actually
The
have
bum
two.
of the year.
I got,
More so.
I got
but
two.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what? And it's still. First off, we already talked about it, but let's go to New York Jets. I think the way that they handled their quarterback situation for the past few years has been atrocious.
Atrocious.
The way that they handled their coaching situation has been atrocious.
Terrible.
I think firing Robert Saleh in Week 5 was terrible.
But I do think they bounced back. I think
get
this
it.
might help them.
I get it.
Honestly. But
I get it.
Uh-huh.
But I think it was a bad decision in Week 5.
Okay.
Let him finish out the season. At least you know that you'll have a solid defense because he was still calling the defensive plays, right?
Yep.
He just didn't know what to do with the offense. What they did wrong was put all their trust and all their eggs in the basket of Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
And it showed last year because they had no plan B.
No plan B.
Their plan B was plan A from 2 years ago.
And you had no faith or trust in him.
None.
You didn't even try to build him up, honestly.
And you did so terrible in the media in front of all the cameras just trying to say, you know, lying to us. Oh, he's doing good here. He's doing this. That's not how you really feel, man.
You killed the boy's confidence before he could even.
I think we knew last year that Robert Saleh's career, as far as
Head
being
coach
a New York
there.
Jet, was
Yes.
was over soon.
Absolutely.
Surprised that it was Week 5, but you know what? It's not really all your fault, bro. The Jets as an organization, they kind of fumbled the ball there a little bit.
So they are your bum of the week.
They are the first bum of the week.
As a collective.
As a collective.
Okay.
My second one will have to be Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
In the words of the great Stephen A. Smith.
Deshaun Watson is awful.
This man is awful.
This man,
This man is awful.
Yo, got the bag and looks nothing like
Bro,
what they paid for.
Nothing at all, bro. And
Nothing like they
I don't know
paid
what
for.
to say.
And the thing is, he got them hostage right now. Like, why would I?
No, he has the NFL hostage.
Why would I even, everybody's like, man, y'all should bench him. Why are they gonna bench him? They already got guaranteed money. We're gonna suffer through this.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
You just gotta suffer
But
through
at the end of the day, the NFL suffered behind that contract too.
Yeah.
Because there's no way they're reshaping this market for quarterbacks.
No.
I say by the time when it's time to pay C.J. Stroud, that nigga, he might make 70, 75 million a year.
Yes.
When it's time to pay him out.
Yes.
Brock Purdy might go ahead and get him
is that?
65.
What is he, still 4 years away from a contract?
Yes, bro, this is his sophomore year.
He's still 4 years away because they have the 5 year.
They smart, they better pay him early.
Man, they better.
Bro, look, what's his name in Washington? Granted, if he stays healthy,
Jaden Daniels?
in 3 years from now,
Oh, yeah.
we looking at $75 million a year.
Yeah. C.J. Stroud, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, bro.
Man, and then, of course,
that
if
market
Caleb Williams keep getting better, you know he getting paid
They better reset this market and reset it fast.
really fast. They better just go ahead. Hey, let's go ahead and sign him long term. We don't even care. Let's just take it now.
Hey, so he got his bag though, but he getting bum in a week. Did you see the clip of him walking off the field in the middle of the game?
No.
So the media portrayed it as he was quitting on his team.
Okay.
In a sense, yes, he did, but technically he didn't.
Okay.
They didn't have the time. Well, they had 2 timeouts left, but they didn't have it to spare. They couldn't waste it.
Okay.
They were trying to go for it, but he was like, "There's too many people on the field." You know what I'm saying? But you're supposed to have command of that. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to control all that.
Yeah.
And his mind is clearly somewhere else.
Obviously.
But I'm just going to take it the way I saw it the first way. He walked off on his team.
I mean, but
because they were really trying to do something because they had the time to. If you're in control of your team, you can fix that.
Yes.
I've made audibles on the fly.
Yeah. With
the 9-year-old kids that I've coached, with the high school team that I played with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think a professional team would have this shit under wraps.
And I think it's more like you said. Obviously, his mind is somewhere else. Obviously, but I think more than anything, his attitude towards the game, it's piss poor. Is what coaches used to say.
We're not seeing that leader that we used to see
when we were kids. Remember, you'd be like, that, you have a piss poor attitude.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. You should be out here commanding your team. You should be out here trying to win. And I don't see any of that. Like, the reason why they look so bad is because they have zero belief that they can win the game with their leader.
And the sad part about it is we know he a dog.
Yeah, I don't think he know he a dog.
I think he forgot he a dog. I mean, we got to keep in mind
it's a lot of
stuff on his plate right now.
Yeah, got massages and
seriously, like he not getting rubbed out the right way. On a serious note, though, I actually do feel for him because I was a fan.
Right, same.
Like I was a big fan of him, even though he was from another team and came from a college that I can care less about. He was a dog, man, and I hate to see him go.
Goddamn Jets.
Oh, man.
Like I was saying before I was interrupted by the Jets.
Oh, man.
It just sucked to see him go out this way because we know what type of talent he had.
Yep.
And I know he got a lot on his plate, bro. It's just, I pray for him, but I'm not finna, shy away from giving him bum of the week because,
no.
At some point, you're a professional, bro, and you getting paid a lot of money and you still got to do better.
A lot of money.
Whatever it takes, I feel like you should do it. I'm definitely praying for him because, again, whether he's guilty or not of these allegations, I was still a fan, so I still got love. If you're wrong, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
But right now, you playing football, so I pray that you figure it out.
And that's what we do. We have to talk about what we see. You know what I mean? That's
what I see is some bullshit.
That's all we see. But
I see a bum.
On the other note, dog of the week.
Dog of the week for week 5. I gotta give it to Cousin Kurt.
42 and 58.
Oh my God. How many yards?
509.
Oh my God. How many touchdowns?
4 touchdowns.
Did he throw an interception?
1 pick.
That's crazy.
Hey, he went crazy.
That boy went nuts.
He went crazy.
You and like that?
Did you see the clip?
Yeah.
And what was wild was they were honoring Matt Ryan, right, that night. And he broke Matt Ryan's single game record for most passing yards in the game.
Yeah, what? Because he was at almost 500.
Yes.
Where was he at?
I want to say it might have been 500, or I have to check. But
yeah, I got to double check. He was pretty close though.
Man. So
yeah, Cousin Kirk went crazy that night.
And the good thing about Cousin Kirk right now is you just see him doing this.
Yeah.
That leg looking a little better, and he moving a little better.
We didn't expect this from him.
No.
It's the best game he had of his career.
And what you're looking at is a team that knows now that they have dogs on the field. You got Bijan Robinson, who you still gonna have to figure out how to use.
They still ain't figured him out.
You still gotta figure out how to really truly use him. But you done unlocked Drake London, and you done really unlocked Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Which is what you really wanted.
We've been waiting on that for like 3 years.
We've been waiting on Kyle Pitts to be unlocked. So now
I know everybody that's drafted him in the past few years have been upset.
They probably pissed right now because you know they wasn't taking them this year.
And all they've been short a quarterback for the past few years. They got him.
They got him.
Goddamn Jets.
He fucking got him.
Kirk Cousins, congratulations.
Yeah, shout out to Cousin Kirk. Let's give him a round of applause.
Yes, sir. So,
real quick, is there anybody else you might want to give honorary mention to?
Nah.
I didn't see nothing crazy this week.
No.
Yeah.
Well, we'll roll over into
Cowboys won.
Who cares?
Yeah.
We'll roll over into this week. Thursday, 49ers at the Seahawks. So this game right now, the line is 49ers -3.5. Total over under 47.5. We have Sunday that we're going to cover, the Bucks at the Saints. Line right now, Bucks -2.5, total 42.5, over under. And then we have the Commanders at the Ravens. Line is the Ravens set at -6.5, and the total is 52.5, over under. Let's go with the Thursday game. Thursday game has a lot more impact.
Yeah. You know what, man? I feel like it's going to be a tough battle for the
Goddamn Jets.
I think it's going to be a tough matchup for the Niners, man, to go all the way to Seattle. You got to play in that tough crowd.
Yeah.
And then you're also, like, questionable about your team right now because you haven't seen – you know what your potential is, and you still haven't seen it yet this season.
Yeah.
You took a tough loss to the Vikings, tough loss to the Cardinals.
Yep.
Granted, neither one of those teams sucked this year, but it's still a tough loss when you're already walking into the season expecting to be top dog. You're battling injury after injury, and now you're up against the
leader of the division right now.
basically a leader of the division, yeah. Seahawks are number 1 in that division right now.
They 3-2. Cardinals now sit 2-3 at number 2 in that division. You got the 49ers.
Seahawks.
No, I'm saying number 1 is the Seahawks. Then you got the Cardinals sitting at number 2
Oh, yeah.
in that division. And then the 49ers. Let's not really totally out LA because LA can always give them
I'm not out
trouble.
at nobody in that division to win that division right now.
Man.
It's still early.
And the thing is this game might be more pivotal than anything right now because I don't think you can truly lose to the Cardinals, then turn around on a short week and lose to the Seahawks
In Seattle,
which
is very, very important, bro.
This game could separate them by 2 easily.
The second they get shaky in that stadium,
Whew.
yeah, bro, it's a wrap.
So what are you expecting from this game?
I'm expecting a good game out of the. You know what? I'm expecting a good game out of DJ Metcalf.
Okay.
Or DK Metcalf. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And not only because he's on my fantasy team now. Shout out to whoever lost him. I want to say it was Byron.
Oh, you end up picking them up?
I did.
Oh, man.
I did.
Okay.
I'm expecting a good game out of Kenneth Walker too.
Yes, absolutely.
Those are the 2 names that just kind of popped up as far as like who I'm looking at for like player props.
Yep.
I'm guessing maybe a ATD out of Kenneth.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I'm not finna say that the 49ers are just going to shit the bed though.
No.
George Kittle missed a solid pass last week.
Yes.
And I think he might be angry about that still. So I'm gonna just go on a whim and say that we can expect a good game out of George Kittle this week too. I expect it to be a high-scoring game. I think the over might not be a bad pick.
I can see the over not being a bad pick. I think my struggles with that is Brock Purdy has to start connecting with his wide receivers. We're going to have to get a lot more out of Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I've always said it. I felt like
They got something out of him late last week. It just wasn't enough.
Yeah, you got to give him more. Like, you asked for that bag, you got to give him more. And I feel like, truthfully, he is the number 1 wide receiver, in my opinion, on that team. Because I've always felt like Debo is a gadget type of player. He can beat you, off the line, and he can get you some yards catching. However, you also put him back there. Yeah, you put him back there to run the ball as well. What it's really going to show is, like, what are y'all going to do to try to, make this team gel with all these injuries that you have? Right. And the biggest injury, missing Christian McCaffrey, you know? So you're missing Christian McCaffrey. What are you going to do to supplement that? Your defense has done a lot. Your defense has tried to keep you in the game. Fred Warner is on the pace to probably win player of the year on defense. You know what I mean? He's in the conversation. All the plays that he's making on that side of the ball.
That boy really sideline to sideline, bro.
Sideline to sideline. He is literally trying to keep them in games.
It's my favorite linebacker right now, by the way.
Same.
I hate that he's a 49er.
Same.
That's a conversation.
But he's a dog. You know what I mean?
Dog.
And the thing is, with this game, I feel like the 49ers, like you, I don't feel like they're going to come in here and they're just going to say, we'll lie down and let y'all go ahead and, beat us. However, the Seahawks, they look decent. They look really good. You know what I mean? They have a new coach that they're believing in. He's making them make plays. He's getting the ball around. Defense looks, a little spotty. They're giving up a lot of, it's not what we're normally used to from a Seahawks defense.
Right.
But, if they could keep winning, if they could keep staying in the games like that, you don't know what's going to happen. But this game, I do see it being a good game, a close game. I do see the over. However, Thursday night games be so weird, bro. Most of them games on Thursdays, when they show them on Prime, is like low-scoring games.
I think what I would do is I'll probably tease it 7 points.
Yeah.
To be honest.
If we're looking at the point spread right now, minus 3.5, who would you take on that?
The 3.5. That half is iffy.
Yes.
Because that half is going to make or break you. Goddamn Jets.
That's the name of this episode.
The goddamn Jets. What I can say, what I'm not expecting is to see the 49ers break them down and pick them apart like how Tom Brady was somebody, or like how Dak Prescott did the Steelers.
Right.
For the most part. But I think for them to win the game, they got to win the big play.
Yeah. They're going to have big plays.
They're going to have to win the big play.
And they're going to have to stop the big play.
I feel like the Seahawks can really control this game with what they put on film so far this season.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good game. I don't think we've had a terrible Thursday night game at all this season. They've just been iffy.
Low scoring.
Well,
except last
we're
week.
defensive guys, though. Low scoring doesn't always mean a bad game to me.
Low scoring, but, last week was crazy. This past Thursday, that was a great, high scoring, exciting type of game, because that's what the league wants.
That's what the league wants. But as a fan or somebody who played this game, I love to see, great defensive stops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Third down, I'm looking forward to third and longs and third and short. You know what I'm saying?
I still like to see scoring.
I do too. I do too. But, I like defensive games, bro.
So who you taking right now?
If I was to take anybody today, I would take the Seahawks money line.
Ooh.
The 3.5 is crazy.
I like the plus 3.5 for the Seahawks.
And
because 49ers is minus 3.5.
Bro, I've been sitting here reading this wrong the entire time.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I take it back. I like the Seahawks plus 3.5.
Okay.
I also like a money line.
Okay.
If we being real.
Hey,
I'm
give me the
looking
plus
at this all the
3.5.
way wrong.
Nah.
Yeah, I like the Seahawks.
Yeah, give me the plus 3.5. We'll roll over to Sunday's game. We got the Bucks at the Saints. Always.
Wait, real quick before we go there, how do you feel about the total?
Oh, I'm sorry. 48.7.5.
I'm buying that down regardless.
I feel like, of course, the game could go Seahawks defense just doesn't show enough to stop a lot of plays, but the 49ers have yet to show me that, I don't know, man. A short week, that's a tough one. I'm going to lean, I'm a slight lean to the under. I'm thinking it finishes at 46.
I got a long ball play.
Okay.
I'm finna go bet on the overtime.
On the overtime.
There be an overtime for this game.
I think it can happen.
Yep.
I definitely think that can happen.
I'm about to go do it tomorrow.
Okay. Rolling over to Sunday. Rolling over to Sunday games. We're looking at the Bucks at the Saints.
Division rivals.
Division rivals. Saints will be without Derek Carr. They said he's expected to miss a couple of weeks.
Oh, it's official.
Yes, he's expected to miss a couple of weeks.
And why is the line still at 2.5? Let me
it
double
may
check.
have updated.
Let me double check.
Let's go ahead and check.
No, go ahead. I'll double check for you.
So, Bucks has moved up to 3.5. 3.5. So, I mean, you kind of expect it. They always play each other great. Period. Bucks. I don't know, man.
Here's
the Buccaneers.
Let me go first.
You go first.
I think if Derek Carr was still in this game and that line was still 3.5, I would probably still go Bucks.
Me too.
I think the Bucks have probably one of the best offenses in this league right now.
Yes.
And it's hard to deny it. Mike Evans, 1,000-yard receiver every year for the past what?
All his
entire career.
And
Chris
on
Godwin.
pace to do it again.
Yeah, on pace to do it again. Chris Godwin balling. Rashid Rice.
Yeah. No. Rashid Shaheed. Snaheed.
The running game solid out there.
Rashid Shaheed.
And Baker Mayfield looks good out there, man. Pause.
Yeah.
He looked good out there, man.
Well, Rashid Shaheed is on
The Saints.
On the Saints.
Yeah.
So I take that back.
Rashid White is what I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about the running back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still on the Bucks.
My bad.
Players mess up.
Players mess up.
Yeah, but I think the Bucks have an incredible offense. Nothing against the Saints outside of the fact that they've been playing like shit the past couple weeks. Because out the gate, when the season started, they looked amazing.
They looked like us last year. Killing.
Yeah.
Killing.
Until January. We'll talk about that later.
Killing.
Yeah, so again, I like the Bucks to cover.
Okay.
I do. Oh my God, I don't know if I want to touch that over though. I don't know what I'm getting out of the Saints.
You don't know what you're getting out of the quarterback.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I know what I can get out of AK. Mm-hmm. I know what I can possibly get out of Olave if his quarterback can get it to him. Taysom Hill is out.
Yeah.
So
it's a big if. Now,
so the real backup quarterback ain't playing.
So what you're looking at this point
Let me
is
confirm that he really out though.
the -3.5. I really do see the Bucks. Like you said, the chemistry and the belief that they have in Baker Mayfield. Obviously, they paid him this offseason. He's proven to them and to us that he is a guy. Hey, he balls out for me on my fantasy league all the time.
And Hill's questionable, by the way. He's not out.
He's questionable?
Yeah, he's
okay.
questionable still.
But even then, do you still, what do you get? You know you can get a running from Hill, but as far as throwing a rock down the field, make sure you dipping and dotting, hitting every receiver. They're going to try to feed Alvin Kamara a lot because you don't know what you're going to get out of your quarterback this week. Right? But if it comes down to like it usually does with the Bucks and the Saints, a shootout, you're going to have to give me the healthy quarterback that's balling out right now, Baker Mayfield. You're going to have to give me Mike Evans, who is looking to get his 100th touchdown receiving catch
This week. Oh, I'm taking him to get
Anytime touchdown.
I'm taking him to get two. Hell yeah.
You're looking at Chris Godwin, who is healthy and who is balling. You got White, the running back that you was talking about earlier, not Rashid Shaheed, but you got White, who is actually a really good running back there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Especially in the system.
Yes. And their defense has been looking really good.
Yeah.
So if I'm taking anything, the total, I would more than likely stay away. But the Saints and the Bucks, give me the Bucks for sure, -3.5. As far as if I was to take a player prop, because I know they don't have the player props out right now just because of injuries, but if it's at a good number, you definitely take Mike Evans touchdown because he's going to get that this week.
I already put that down for my pick for the parlay.
Okay, yeah, you definitely take Mike Evans for sure.
I'm gonna take him on multiple touchdowns.
I can see it.
If he's shooting for 100 this week,
he almost had 3 last week.
He might go nuts this week.
Like,
we'll see.
So I mean, but outside of that game, we got one more game to cover. We got the Commanders at the Ravens. Again, the Ravens are -6.5 right now. 52.5 is the line. Do you feel like the Ravens are getting a little bit too much respect with that 6.5 with what we've been seeing from Washington?
I think that I think anything less than that would be a trap.
Okay.
I think 6.5 is a good number. I feel like it's coverable, but I still feel like the Ravens can lose.
Yes.
The Commanders have shown us a lot this year in just 5 weeks. Granted, they beat a dysfunctional Bengals.
Okay.
Who else they beat this season?
I'll look it up for you.
I got it right here. They beat a dysfunctional Bengals team. Mm-hmm. They lost to the Buccaneers. Mm-hmm. They lost 37-20 to the Buccaneers. They were able to put up some points. They beat the Giants. Everybody going to do that.
I mean, the Giants been finding a way to win.
They beat the piss out the Cardinals, 42-14.
killed a lot of tickets that week.
They beat the Browns, but that's
Dysfunctional team.
That's nothing to brag about.
Right.
But now they're about to play a formidable team. The Ravens started off rocky this year, and I think after they played us is kind of when they really started to get it clicking.
Because they know what they need to do.
They know what they have to do.
Feed Derrick Henry.
Which is also another automatic
touchdown.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Every week we're doing it.
Absolutely.
Every week.
Derrick Henry is a must.
Every week.
Hey, man.
Every week.
Hey, man, I got you.
It's an automatic touchdown, bro. So I feel like we're gonna learn a lot about the Commanders this week, because I do think that the Ravens are the pound for pound best. Regardless of the record, they're pound for pound the best team in the league when it comes to matchups, and they're starting to figure out what they really got. And you know what? Since we're here, let's add the Cowboys to the bum of the week too. Every single week. Every time Derrick Henry has a good week. My God.
You wanted to go backwards to go back forward?
Bro. Why did they not call him? Talking about they can't afford him.
Hey,
nigga.
With salary cap space still, but that's on another day.
Yeah.
Commanders. Right now, like you said, if you're looking at the record, if you're looking at the record that you already just stated, Browns dysfunctional, Giants not much to brag about. However, the Giants have been pulling off some wins. Beating the Bengals was a great win for them. And
but what's that really saying with the Bengals being 1-4?
I mean, to me, what that says is
a good offense just tore up a terrible defense.
A good offense beat out another good offense in my eye.
You know what I mean? A terrible defense.
Yeah, and a terrible defense. Now, what I will say about this game is the Ravens will have to use Derrick Henry, of course, like they have been trying to. Lamar Jackson is going to have to, they're going to have to get him a couple of more weapons, but it's manageable more now. You're not going to depend on his legs every week, or you're not going to always depend on his arm to make a play all the time. So what we have not seen is the normal defense that we've come accustomed to seeing from the Ravens.
Right.
More so probably because their DC is gone from that team, but they also lost some pieces that really would have helped them. So what they have to do now that they figured out how we want to play or what our identity is going to be on offense, which they should have known from the jump when you signed Derrick Henry. But what they're going to do now is need to figure out how do we stop people on defenses.
Right.
Because I can't be having shootouts to score 44 points to win a game every single week.
And especially what they did against us, letting us come back in the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
You can't allow that.
And if you allow a young, talented, older quarterback as a rookie, technically, he is savvy. You know what I mean? And they put around Cliff Kingsbury has a good record with quarterbacks. And
with his style of play.
And he has figured it out with coming back to the league. Now you got Jaden Daniels. You figuring it out, bro. And Jaden Daniels is showing you that, hey, I can make some plays with my legs. I can make some plays with my arms. And we have a little bit of talent over here. So what we're going to see, like you said, we're really going to see what the Commanders are made of this week. I could see the Ravens absolutely winning by 7 for sure. However, their defense hasn't shown me that just yet. So if I'm leaning to Commanders right now. However, that's not something that I would be touching.
Yeah. I'm
definitely taking player props. This game might be prime for player props, especially same game parlay player props. I know
you're finna go after your boy Likely.
Oh, absolutely.
If you look at their schedule, bro, the Commanders give up points.
Absolutely.
Let me see.
And the tight ends, Likely had 2 touchdowns.
Look, 20 points to the Bucks, 18 points to the Giants, 33 points to the Bengals.
Yeah.
14 points to the Cardinals, and 13 points to the Browns. You can get in that end zone.
Oh, absolutely. And the Ravens giving up points too, so that 52 and a half. The only one to
score over 20 points was the Bengals.
Do you see that 52 and a half being more like a trap?
Oh, no, I'm lying. They gave up 37 points to the Bucks.
Yeah, because they got...
Yeah.
They
lost that by 17.
So, if we're looking at it from that standpoint, definitely the Ravens easily you know what I mean, could cover that. And we're going to have to see what the Ravens can do to adjust to a rookie quarterback, right? And this week is really going to be pivotal for them. I said, I don't know if it was on the show earlier, but I do expect the Ravens to be playing for the Super Bowl this year. You know what I mean? They're going to have to tighten some things
love
up.
to see it.
But I do see that
I'd love
happening.
to see it.
So this week is definitely going to be something that they have to focus on locking up on defense. They're going to have to, they got to do something. Outside of that, you know, do you have anything else?
Do I have anything else?
I mean, we're not talking about Monday Night Football game. We might cover that later.
No, not until we know Josh Allen.
It's a lot of up and downs in that game right now. So, 3-leg parlay touchdown. Do you want to give that now? Or
Let's cover that right now. We here.
Okay.
Let's cover that right now. We here.
So, we'll start off with you. Your anytime touchdown for this week.
My pick this week is going to be Mike Evans for the anytime touchdown. Like you said, he's chasing that 100th touchdown this week. They got them a formidable team that they're playing against, or at least a formidable defense. But I do see him showing out because, you know, he hate the Saints anyway.
Okay.
Is old boy playing?
Oh
my God.
Who are you thinking about?
The cornerback that he be beefing with every week.
Man, Marshawn Lattimore?
Yes.
I don't know. He's been up and down on the injury report.
He's been out the past few weeks.
Man, if he plays, we gonna have
give
some
me
more.
Mike Evans.
We gonna have some more. We gonna have some more fights.
Getting in that end zone.
We gonna have some more fights. Mandrew, you got anybody for that 3? While you thinking about it, I think I know who I want to roll with. So, again, it's too early, but T. Higgins is going to get a touchdown against these Giants. You got to give it to me.
All right, let's put T. Higgins on
I feel like T. Higgins, him being back, he's showing you, you know, he's the valuable number 2 to Joe Burrow, right? And with him being out those few weeks, it kind of messed up their chemistry just a little bit. But now he's starting to flow.
Yeah.
They have to figure it out. If they have any chance.
And who they got this week?
The Giants.
Oh,
if they have any chance.
Jamar Chase scoring too.
Shoot, we might take Jamar Chase over T. Higgins. I make that decision.
That's if Drew don't pick Derrick Henry.
But
every week.
But hey, you're gonna have to give me T. Higgins because
I like that.
The Bengals are fighting for their lives right now.
Yeah.
They fighting for their lives.
Yeah.
Who you got, Mandrew?
I'm gonna roll with Derrick Henry
every week. I'm a man about mine. I'm a man about mine. Hey, so we got T. Higgins, Derrick Henry,
Mike Evans,
and Mike Evans. I like it.
I like it.
You know what?
Too.
Should I change it to Jamar Chase? Nah. I like T. Higgins.
You got to go with your gut.
Let's go with the gut.
So in order to for anybody to win this contest, it's a couple things you got to do. You got to like this video.
Like the video.
You got to be a subscriber.
Subscribe.
And you got to use the keyword. This week our keyword is going to be #unpacking.
#unpacking. Yeah. So
I like that.
Make sure you go ahead, like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a 10 what we like.
Make sure you tell 20 because we getting that
dog money. If you smell that grass, we hit. You hit.
Because it ain't no fun
if the homies can't have none. Peace.
Appreciate y'all.
Give me my money.
Give me my money. The Jets was hating on us today.
Goddamn Jets. Breaking news today. At like
12 o'clock in the morning.
12 o'clock Eastern time.
9 o'clock in the morning.
Robert Saleh gets fired from the New York Jets. Damn you!
The Jets?
Goddamn Jets!
Oh, God.
You interrupted your episode today. The goddamn Jets!
Oh, my gosh.
We don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. I know you still upset behind that.
Oh, man. You know what's crazy?
You didn't expect that.
I didn't expect to lose. but I expected the game to be close. I actually took Vanderbilt.
The points.
Yeah.
I respect it.
It only made sense. You coming off of we talk about college.
A huge win.
People don't realize like college is different than pro. Like
Bro, they exhausted everything in that.
they
Georgia
exhausted everything. They had a roller coaster of emotions. So you talking about going through, and then
Basically, they busted that big nut a week ago, and they still on post-nut clarity. They still recovering, bro. Giving you the best that I got, baby.
and Vanderbilt did that. They said, yeah, we here.